and welcome to AMF News. Here we are in a small house in the jungles of Colombia, where we will be talking with our experts in cocaine and its production. We were given the chance to interview former drug trafficker La Reina del Norte, who will provide us with the insights on cocaine production. Hi, thank you for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of production?
Production begins with the harvesting of the coca leaf, which is predominantly found in the mountains of South America, such as Peru, Chile, Bolivia, and Colombia. Consequently, Colombia is the main producer of cocaine. Production of the actual drug begins with when the leaves are blended together and powdered cement is added to facilitate the binding of these ingredients, making them a more compact and a more paste-like substance. After the substance is mixed with gasoline, we usually use ether. We used ether and other chemicals. And then lastly, the paste is cooked and the water, which makes the water content fully evaporate, which makes the paste very hard. And then it's packed and it's ready to be sold.
So, what are the conditions under which the workers produce the drug?
Coca is transformed into cocaine in processing labs, which are usually hidden deep in forests and are unstably built. Lab workers don't have the appropriate equipment, being that this is a very illegal and illicit trade. Most of the times they don't use gloves or shirts, leaving them exposed to harsh chemicals and solutions, such as ether, the gasoline I mentioned earlier. The mere exposure of ether without the adequate equipment can lead these workers to suffer from fatal health issues.
How are the profits shared among the workers?
No, they're not. If they were, I wouldn't be able to afford all of this. But mostly the added value of cocaine comes after the leaf has been purchased in South America. The prices increase substantially as the commodity moves away from its areas of production into the areas of consumption. For example, the areas of production being Colombia and the areas of consumption being the United States. For example, in Colombia, farmers are paid an average of $1.30 for each kilo of coca paste. This represents a low share given that at these wages, drug traffickers only pay around $585 to buy the amount of coca needed to produce a kilogram of cocaine. Yet they sell this kilo at $2,200 in Colombia's interior.
Interviewing Maria Perez, an expert on cocaine trade from Colombia. So can you tell us how the production of cocaine spiked?
Okay, so one of the things that contributed the most to the spike in cocaine's production was the implementation of neoliberal policies in these Latin economies, particularly through structural adjustment programs that these countries had to adopt in order to be granted loans from the IMF. These countries opened their economies and liberalized them, and this resulted in the entry of various foreign goods and services that were much cheaper. As a result, many farmers were displaced from their work, and so there was a spike in the amount of labor that was readily available in these countries. Drug traffickers and drug producers took advantage of this cheap labor that was now available in their countries to expand their production. Another thing that also contributed to this liberalization and that led to the spike were free trade agreements with foreign countries such as the US.
Why do people purchase this drug at such high prices?
People pay high prices for cocaine particularly because the drug has been fetishized as a class promoter. This was done through advertisement in the 1970s of cocaine's paraphernalia, where golden accessories were shown as making cocaine a product that only the wealthy should consume. This idea is now spread through shows such as Narcos that glamorize the trade of cocaine.